I cannot believe I am sitting across from Summer and Marty, two of the most iconic players of the season.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk about that triple. Now something.
Yes.
What was that like for each of you?
Well, I guess I'll go first. It was definitely a blindside, especially because of my relationship with Joshua. And I didn't expect this, but at the end of the day, you have to assume that the people that you're close with also have their own side deals going on. So, hey, it is what it is. I didn't expect this. I couldn't really concentrate in the veto competition because of that. And here I am.
Oh my gosh, heartbreaking. Marty, what was it like for you during
On my end, I was honestly very surprised by the vote. Like I spoke with Helena just before the ceremony, and she told me that Kevin had told Josh. I actually went to say to Josh, like, man, like, I love you, like a great person. And then bang, the vote. I was like, oh, this is Big Brother. Like I got played, so yeah. So.
Man.
This is indeed Big Brother. And I can't tell you too much because you're both, of course, going to jury.
Yes.
But I can talk about what you do know of the season.
Yes.
What a season.
Ooh.
Two
It's-
massive blindsides.
Yes.
People going from HOH to out the door the next week, sometimes even in the same day.
Yes.
What are you taking away from your whole Big Brother experience so far?
What I'm taking away from this whole experience is that I am stronger than I think.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry, you are so loved.
Thank you. This has been a very hard experience for me. And I'm just proud of myself.
You should be.
And I just need to remind myself that I'm an icon. And although I didn't win the $100,000 prize, I know that God has $1 million prize out there for me. So I'm just proud of myself. And I told myself coming in here that I'm not going to have any friends. And yes, I still developed some bonds with people, but are they my friends? No. Who are they to me? What? I don't even know. I can't even remember the days because I don't have to anymore.
They're gone.
But yeah, I'm just proud of myself. I'm hurt, but these tears are joy. Like I'm very happy, and you mean a lot to me. So just getting to meet you and talk to you once a week is just such a liberating experience. So I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I'm hurt, but like this is joy, really and truly. I'm so happy. So.
Oh my God. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. That's not real life. It's a very superficial environment, but it was your life.
Yes.
For the last little while. I honestly think a lot of people forget that. I have lived on reality TV
Yes.
before. I know how difficult it is. But you guys have so much to be proud of.
Yes.
So much to be proud of. Wipe away your tears.
I'm gonna
Oh my
try.
God. The tears of joy.
Yes.
The tears of joy. Marty, what about you and your whole experience?
This was an incredible experience. Probably the hardest thing I had to do in my life, to be honest. At this point here, like after the HOH, the one on the wall, like took me like a week to recover, and I knew there was only 2 weeks left, but like my body was pretty much empty. There's nothing left in the tank. But no, I'm so grateful to have experienced it. I made a lot of great connection, new friends. Hopefully what happened in the house stays in the house, and we are all able to be friends on the outside. Like,
One thing they
grown
say,
as a person.
especially you two have made it to almost the very end, is that
Yes.
Canada gets to see so many colors of you.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So many different versions of you, so many moods, so many times when you're raw and experiencing really, really hard emotions. And both of you wore your hearts on your sleeve. No one could say you were fake. Not one person.
No, absolutely not. I
You
mean,
were
I
the
had my
realest.
moments. I did have my moments. But no, I kept it real for as much as I could.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's talk about your feelings of betrayal, because I know
Yes.
you were very, very hurt by Josh ending up on the block and then ultimately out. What is going through your mind about that whole relationship?
For me, I think it was just his campaign to me. I just assumed, hey, because of the relationship that we have, you don't have to give me a super strong pitch. He just said, we're going to the end together, and I asked him, would you put me up? And he said no. So I would be okay if you at least told me the truth.
Yeah.
And then I could prepare myself for this moment if it were to come. But you literally lied to me. So
And in his case, do you feel like waffling at times on the Betty vote, for example, may have played a part here?
I think so. But I just don't even know like how to feel about the whole situation, because I asked him like, was this your plan from the beginning as well, and he said no. And then even to put Betty up, it just feels like, yes, this probably was your plan. And I think that me being such a strong social player, that was threatening to other people, even though he is as well. But it's, and I cussed him out too, so that might have messed up my game, because I was like, yes, I am coming for you. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, jury's going to be a trip because that's where
Oh,
you're going.
yes.
You know who else is in jury? Marty?
Yeah. Yes.
Gino's in jury.
Yes.
Okay, you guys.
I'll bring him some gummy bears.
That's cold. That's cold as ice, Marty. What is it going to be like in terms of that reunion? Because, I mean, you talked a lot about having betrayed him twice. One would consider it 3 times now. Even though that wasn't your intent, you still put his game on the line in order to prove that the 5 was a thing.
Actually, give him the gummy bear and give him the option to throw it in, yes or no, and he decided to put it in. So I look at it
But
that
couldn't you have
way.
changed your mind? There was still time before the renomination ceremony.
No, I was trying to do what I thought was the best game move possible. Like I said, for me at that point of the game, like I needed help. I couldn't go alone. So like for me, the 5 was the most important. And like I said, I thought both we had cracks everywhere, and I told both sides would have flipped. So I was trying to repair that, and it didn't work.
Well, you were blindsided as well with
Yes,
the first vote for
100%.
Gino. So what do you think happened there? I mean, I wish I could tell you everything, but
Yeah.
you tell me what you think happened.
For the vote from Gino, well, obviously, like Kevin is working with Josh, and Helena is working with Josh, and I really thought like Helena all along. I had a final 2 with her the whole time, and yeah, I was played, and it's big brother. Like they're great players. Like honestly, like. Helena, just before I left in the pantry, came to me and said, like, I wish I had your back. I wish I could have caped you. And then all of a sudden, and I realized, well, I only need 2 votes. So like Jacelyn, like obviously knows I didn't want Gino out, and Helena there, and then that's why I tried until the last minute. I didn't want to quit. So I guess she had something with Josh more important than me. So I'll remember that for jury.
Let me tell you, there's some good players in there.
There really are.
Good players in there.
Yes.
For you, Summer, watching your game was so fascinating because you were such a good social player, very trusting, but also didn't make a lot of promises that you knew you might have to go back on.
Yeah.
But for me, can you tell me what it was like losing your number 1, Tanisha? Because I honestly think something changed in that moment, and I didn't see it back in you until Canada saved you.
Yes, losing Tanisha broke my heart, and coming into this game, I said, I'm not gonna align with a parent. They're gonna be crying all the time, and then only for me to have the strongest bond with a mother is just out of this world. And I do have experiences with grief and losing somebody close with me, and I thought that learning my bounce back methods through healing through that process would help me in the game, and it was like, oh my goodness, I'm struggling to bounce back, and through struggling to bounce back, it kind of ruined, I wouldn't say ruined, but it just made me pull away from other people.
It threw you off, yeah.
Yeah, it threw me off, and I just wasn't able to trust people the same way. I didn't feel like socializing the same way, so yeah, I wish I didn't say that I wouldn't have these bonds with people.
You know what? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Again, it's not real life, but it is your life when you're in there,
Yeah.
And I think that everybody has that same experience, no matter
Yeah.
what you think you're going to be like coming in, okay? Now, Marty, you were enemy number 1 for a minute. You were the last comp beast left in the house. You won 3 HOHs. The gummies made you iconic. Did you do? And you're 43 years old.
Yeah.
I'm also 43 years old, so
Wow.
what's up to the 43-year-old?
Yeah, you don't look 43. I do.
No, but did you accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish in Big Brother outside of winning?
I'm really proud of what I accomplished in the sense that I came here saying that would have been a comp beast, and I really like prepared myself. Like I would work out 2-3 times a day, like for several months.
You were
before coming
unstoppable.
Here.
Please.
So like yeah, I knew I would do well in comp. Honestly, like my downfall for this game was I was horrible at strategizing, and to be honest, like I said, there were some great players inside that game, and I put up Herman to protect Kevin and Helena. I get called a snake in front of Canada. And then I try to fix the thing with Gino. Kevin turns on us, and then I get called a snake again. So that's how good these players were.
Listen,
So-
you could write novels, both of you, on this. And before I let you go to jury, who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win?
I want Betty to win, but I think the final twos may be Kevin and Helena. I felt it in my soul, but I really hope Betty wins.
Listen, your ancestors are very powerful.
Yes.
Let's just shout out
Yes.
Summer's ancestors, please. Moose's curse. Did you tell yourself to kick your feet up this morning? I don't want to know.
No,
I don't want to know.
I didn't understand that part. When Gino said kick, I was trying to figure it out.
You're
Maybe
like,
it's
what?
an English thing or
You'll
whatever,
find
in
out.
French, but
You'll find out. You'll find out. And who do you
That's-
want to win and who do you think will win?
who I want to win, I think Kevin should win this, but I think it's going to be Josh.
Wow. Okay. Well, I
see.
hate to see you go. Okay? It's devastating. Listen, I love getting all the fresh house guest gossip. Speaking of fresh, make sure you head on over to Wendy's to grab a Dave's Double of fresh, never frozen beef. More meat means more to love. Oh my gosh.
Love
You're
Wendy's.
gonna have so much fun
Thank
in jury.
you.
You're gonna
Thanks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
I see
Only
my
2
wife in
weeks.
2
And you guys
weeks.
are
I
gonna
see
look
my
fire.
wife.
You're gonna see your wife. You're gonna see your
Jeez.
girl. It's gonna be amazing.
Yay.
You know?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'll see you soon.
I'll be in your DMs.
Yeah. Right.
Bye.